Also, look at that. The stream has been going for 2 hours and 30 minutes now. Hey, cutscene. Well then. Oh! Hey Sean! Welcome to the stream and thank you for the raid. CJ, how are you in this raid? I thought that you were watching me already. Well, I hope your stream went well, Sean. Bad dreams. It seemed so real, yeah.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them.
Terrifying.
The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
And this is not looking good for these people. That Archdemon, though, that was pretty cool looking. Oh, that was you telling me about the raid. Gotcha. You got raided, so you decided to raid me. Well, thank you. Anyone who wants to stay is welcome to. If I entertain you, that's awesome. If I stop entertaining you, feel free to leave at any point in time. You deserve the best for your evening, or whatever time it is for you. That's a big dragon. It was a big dragon. The Archdemon, is that a dragon? Why didn't Duncan just tell everyone that? Are these dreams going to happen a lot? Yeah, is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon.
Fun.
It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Any other surprises I should know about? You could have told me earlier. Thank you, Alistair. Appreciate it. Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners.
At least you're aware of it.
You're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Okay, fair enough. Enchantment? Oh, party camp. All of your party's injuries are healed when you return to camp. Awesome! Each party member, because I still had some head injury. Each party member can be found somewhere in the camp, making it an ideal location to hand out new equipment, give gifts, or talk. Let's go chat with people then. Hey, you.
Yes?
I'm sorry, do you have a lisp?
Well, here I am.
Okay. What was life like in the Chantry? Sure.
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending.
How dare.
That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Absolutely, yeah, from my experience. Condescending, how so? Yes, they tend to be self-righteous. Yeah.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I see. I don't really want the Maker looking in on me anyway. What did you say to them? I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry. But you must earn the Maker's blessing. What did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes?
Right.
Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
She dismissed me pretty quickly, I feel. But alright, Alistair.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Gotcha. So couldn't others learn those talents? The Templars use magic themselves. Have you hunted many mages? Sounds like the Templars could run the Chantry. So Templars use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages.
Ah,
Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
interesting. Couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade of the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together.
You become addicted or you can become addicted?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that.
Huh.
The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Lucky you. You get to travel with me. And I guess we're done talking. Cool. It just kind of booted me up. Oh, look, it's Sandal. And you. Where's Morgan? Hey, puppy, I could talk to Magnus.
Oh, why, you little...
What? What? Did you just jump at the sight of your own shadow again? Are you harassing my dog? Yeah.
Me? Harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Why were you getting near his food? Certainly any blood drawn, still he shouldn't have. It was just a warning, he could have taken a hand off. Good boy, teach that silly Alistair a lesson. Bad dog, it's not very nice. Well, he is a war dog. But he should know not to attack my allies. He whines and hangs his head.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
So I don't get to actually interact with you?
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
He does not like the sound of that.
Like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
They're surprisingly intelligent, if he's actually understanding that. Don't listen to Alistair, he's full of rubbish. If you've had it and didn't know it, it probably was tasty. I'd never feed you another human being. Yeah.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
He doesn't want it, Alistair. Clearly. Read his body language. You want to pet the doggo? I wanted to pet the doggo too, but it's not giving me that option. Okay, I'm using the map now. Where is Morrigan? Is she not here? Yeah, she's not. There's no X on the map for Morrigan. They say Mabari are smart enough to understand and wise enough to remain silent. Fair enough, I suppose. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk to this dude first, I guess.
You're a hard woman to find.
Why are you
Where are
looking?
my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden.
Hi, Levy.
Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
I do like a trader, though. I'm Elandrea. I've never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time.
Oh, Morrigan was by Sandal?
But
Okay.
you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
I don't know if the game wanted me to like Duncan. I can't tell. What promise did Duncan make to you? How did you know Duncan? Yeah, what promise?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain.
Fair.
My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders.
Ah.
So King Arlen banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Good for you guys. So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
Fair. I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back.
Ah.
I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
Oh, Soldier's Peak is a DLC questline. Gotcha. So this dude normally wouldn't be here at this point. What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
I'll think about it, yeah. Just like he asked, I will think on it.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick at your service once again.
Hi.
Now, before you say anything, I do recall that your business is private.
Thank you.
I saw your camp and couldn't help but stop. Is there anywhere safer to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
You're free to stay. Just mind yourselves. Let me see your wares. Sure.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I do like discounts. Do I still have anything to sell? I can sell this longsword. Gotta get some money somehow, right? And I don't need these, or these, or these. Or this. I don't think I want this either. A lot of things here. I don't know if I want to, like, get rid of stuff. But most of our... Well, most of our stuff is in, other, it seems. With all these acid flasks and whatnot. Well, I can get rid of the quartz. I can get rid of this. Okay, so we've made a dent at least. The heck is this? Oh, that's for magic. Cool. It's a whole gold though, so that's not gonna happen. Oh geez, 21 gold. Okay, that's gotta be a DLC item, right? I mean, I think a lot of this is. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm just gonna be getting stuff like new armor and weapons from drops for now. I feel like buying just isn't my best option.
Hello.
The
Hi.
boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others.
Right.
It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment.
And there you
He
have
does like enchantments. Okay.
Enchantment.
Kind of just want to see how it works at least. Okay, so there's that. Oh, so this is... Oh, it's just to put... That's how you put runes in. I see. I don't think I want to do that just yet then. interesting, but yeah, just not just yet.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I agree. Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
No, I'm good. No, I don't want you to leave.
Then I assume our discussion ends here.
I guess you assume correctly because I was offered... Morgan disapproves? Why do you disapprove? Piss off then! Alright, well, this has been delightful. I was given like basically one option and she disapproved of it, so piss on my face, I guess. Alright, where am I supposed to be going at this point? Ah, to the world map, right there. Okay, so that's what that icon on the map means. I gotta remember that. Yeah, let's go. So once again, I think this is the best layout for me right now. Why are these golden? I mean, could I actually fast travel to these places? Would I want to?
I shall...
Oh, I cannot actually travel forward on my own. I guess I might have to click. The edge of the forest, the dangers of which are well recorded in local legends. Okay. Lothering, that's where we were. Okay, the village then. I thought it was actually open world, but it didn't let me travel in the open world. Like I had to fast travel.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Aural Demon exactly?
All of a sudden something sorted. Why are you his son? I think you said he raised you. Did he? I don't remember that. Did he? Sure, I'll go with it.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Aural Demon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek.
Oh.
Which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Interesting. Well, you don't think you might have been, or you might have told me this before? So you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard. Doesn't that make you the heir to the throne? Why did you wait to tell me this?
I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Maybe in the world of Dragon Age that is a terrible thing, but I don't care about it, really. So, don't really know how to respond to this. I think I understand. Can't believe you're so stupid. You still should have told me. Does Logain know? Yeah.
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Aural Demon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Did she know the truth about you? What an awful thing to do to a child. Sounds like a bunch of whining. You're probably luckier than most orphans. What an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence. I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall. And it shattered.
That's sad.
Stupid thing to do. The Aural came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Right. It's not exactly a bad thing, but it's more so that he is next in line for the throne. I think that is more of the issue. It's just not... The way that he, like, told me, it seemed like he thought the other thing was more of the issue. But you are an heir to the throne, right? Why keep the secret now? You were young. And you think they all will help us? Yeah, you were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know.
I mean, I think all
I
young
know
children
is that
do.
the Aural is a good man and well loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
It's not really what you think, is it?
No, I suppose not. I don't feel very lucky at all, to be honest.
Oof, he's a sad boy all of a sudden. He always interpreted it as he thinks you're going to be mad at him for keeping that a secret. Huh, yeah, that's fair. I don't really care, though. Like, I wish that I could we talk a little bit more about that? Nah. Alright, he's just gonna be angsty, I guess. Fair enough. I'll wait until the story makes it so he's not as angsty. The same kind of thing in, like, Knights of the Old Republic with Karth, where he tells you something and he's all whiny about it, and you're like, no, man, it's cool, honestly. And he's like, no, it's not. And you're like, okay, fine, it's not.
Have you come to help us?
I missed the first part of what you were saying. What do you mean? Is there a problem? Yeah.
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
You should just be straightforward, Mr. Man. What are you talking about? Heard what? I've heard Aural Demon is sick, if that's what you mean. Civil war going on if you haven't noticed. Something I should care about. Sick.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days.
Oh.
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn.
Come out of the castle?
Everyone's been fighting. And dying.
That does sound bad.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Aural and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Okay. That seemed like a bit of bad news right there. Well, here we are.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They're obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Aural.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you.
He got
isn't
that
it?
from covered in
You're
mud.
alive. This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances.
I was wondering why I was glowing
You're
too.
here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Not great. I can help you drive them back. What evil things are you talking about? Why are you telling me this? What happened then? What evil things?
Some call them the Walking Dead. Decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Aural Demon.
Of course we'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Okay. I'm on my way. I want to discuss the situation with you. Tell me more about yourself. Discuss the situation.
Of course.
Okay. You have some of Aural Demon's knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Right. The search for the urn?
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Fair. Why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Also, it must have been quite a story. Oh, the mud thing, I assume, is what you're referring to. Gotcha. If you were in that group, you'd just slowly turn to face Morgan and flip her off without a word. Yeah, like, it's quite unfortunate, because, like, I like a lot of Morrigan's personality, and aesthetically, I find her pleasing. But yeah, she, despite having all this talk about intelligence and such, she doesn't seem like the smartest to me, certainly not the kindest. And I got -10 approval for no good reason when talking to her, so I'm bitter. Won't that look cowardly? Do you need more men in here with you? Should things go amiss? Do you need more men? Sure.
We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
Yeah, reasonable. What happens after battle's over? What exactly are these things that attack the village? What happens after battle's over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
She has intelligence, but not wisdom. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair to say. To some extent, there'd better be a reward. What exactly are these things? Should get back to work. Okay.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
And you as well. Let's go, everybody.
I'm scared, Mother. One of the
Should I
bad
talk to
men
people?
coming.
Good day.
Soon.
No?
Don't worry.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds?
Yes.
My
I
husband and
believe.
son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jetta?
I am. You've heard of me?
Have I? Just a hunch, take care.
I'm sorry to burden you with my mourning. May her be with you.
I want to go home.
I don't understand what that meant. What did that mean?
Go home. I already
Oh look, Morgan disapproves again.
was outside
You're a Grey
Screw-
Warden, right?
No, I didn't mean to talk
My
to
husband and
you.
son
Everything
went
is
there
the
to bring
same
the
button.
I am. I'm sorry to burden you with my morning.
You know you're not exactly pleasant when Dean
They
tells you to piss off. Yeah, yeah,
I guess so.
that's true.
I'm so scared,
Hi.
Father. Sorry. What are we going to Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
You're okay? Is your posture all right? You look a little off. Are you right? Why are you crying? Who are you? You're not bothering me. Yeah, you're not bothering me.
I shouldn't be such a crybaby. With Mother gone now, I have to be brave. I can't help myself. I'm so frightened. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible.
Oh, there's a
You
quest in the
poor
wilds I didn't
thing.
complete. Oh.
I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Don't worry, I'll look for him. Why would he run off? Do you know? Have you tried looking for your brother? What would you give to find him? You need to be strong, girl. Why did he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I
There's
hope
a
he
time
didn't
and a
try to
place
go
for
to the
that.
Castle. Oh, that would be awful.
That would be awful. Don't worry, I'll look for him.
You will. Thank you so much. Please find him.
Silence, girl. You want the children to hear you?
Night.
He's probably dead, but I'll look for him, at least.
Ah, fresh air.
Cue outro, go!